Now, if you don't mind, I've got a city to keep.
High above.
You misunderstand our authority. The Greybeard...
I see. Parthenax has even the... We will see if they still remember. Deliver the message to the warring parties. If they will listen, I will do what I can to bring them to... You must find out. Dragons, a few, what you have... Some believe... Dragon, there is no... In myth, for most people. But for you, very few. But in your case, Dragonborn, it is a privilege to guide you towards mastery of your voice.
Not interested. Jari, it doesn't matter how many times you ask.
You might want to rethink that. Missing out.
Think that outfit.
Fletching suits me. It's difficult and sometimes tedious, but a well-made arrow strikes forth like the fury of a god.
You're that one from the college. Heard? Huh? I'm telling you, I heard it. Howling. Those werewolf tales are true.
I'm telling you, Ulfric's planning
What
an
is it?
attack on Whiterun.
Are my men now giving free rein to anyone who wanders into the castle? Do you have some reason to be here, citizen? You were at one of the prisoners, if I recall correct. Hadvar's alive. But he... In the meantime, I suspect... Besides, he'd be insane to try. He'd... Speak with Legate Ricca. She will determine if you are Legion material. The Greybeards. Why, there's nothing... They are... My job is to quell this... I'll be the judge of that. Fair enough. That's what comes of trying to win a war with a bare handful of... Most of... From the Imperial City are... Yes, fine.
That's not
I'll
what my
come
scouts
to this
report,
Greybeard
sir.
Council.
Every day
For
more
all
join
the
his
good.
cause. Riften, Dawnstar, and Winterhold support.
What do you need?
Heard they're reforming the Dawn Guard.
You come here where you're not wanted. You eat our food, you pollute our city with your stink, and you refuse to help the Stormcloaks.
We haven't taken a side because it's not our fight.
Algrif won't give us a straight answer.
It's
He's
no
a true
secret
Nord.
the Aretino
He'll
boy
come
is
around.
doing some ritual, trying to
Don't
call
be
the
so
Dawn
sure
Guard.
of that. We've intercepted
I remember
couriers
you.
from Solitude.
You were at Helgen with
The
us.
Empire's putting
Come
a
to join the
great
war.
deal of pressure
Speak
on
with
the White
Galmar.
Walker.
He handles the new recruits. Good. And what? Speak with. It's about time they turn their gaze. I have the greatest. I can't afford. And if it isn't true, well, you speak. Besides, it will be. Yes, I'll give Tullius
If
one
he's
more
not
chance
with
to
us,
quit Skyrim
he's
with
against
his tail
us.
between his legs. He knows that. They
I
all
don't know how
that.
you convinced them. How long are you going to wait?
You think I need to send?
I don't know
Ulfric
how you
stronger
convinced Ulfric to... If by message you mean shoving a sword through his gullet.
Taking his city and leaving him in disgrace would make a more powerful statement, don't you think?
So, you've done it. The men of violence are gathered here, in these halls whose very stones are dedicated to peace. I should not have agreed to host this council. The Greybeards have no business involving ourselves in such matters. Peace? They're not, but regret. Take your seat at the council table.
Arngeir.
Let us see what wisdom we can
You know
find
why
among
we're here.
these warriors
Are you going to
of
let us
Skyrim.
in or not?
You're not invited here. You're not welcome here. Now that everyone is here, please take your seats so we can begin. I hope that we have all come here
No.
in the spirit of...
You insult us by bringing her to this negotiation? You're Chief Talos Hunter?
That didn't take long.
Diplomat.
Here, here.
I have every right to be at this negotiation. I need to ensure that nothing is agreed to here that violates the terms of the White Gold Concordat.
She's part of the Imperial delegation. You can't dictate who I bring to this council.
Please, if we have to negotiate the terms of the negotiation, we will never get anywhere. Perhaps this would be a good time to get the Dragonborn's input on this matter.
By Izmir's beard, the nerve of those Imperial bastards, eh? To think that I would sit down at the same table with that Thalmor bitch. Either she walks or I do. I'm glad we agree on this.
Very well, Ulfric. Enjoy your petty victory. The Thalmor will treat with whatever government rules Skyrim. We would not think of interfering in your civil war.
Ha! Skyrim will never bow to the Thalmor. Unlike your Imperial friends here.
You're lucky I respect the Greybeard's counsel, Galmar.
Legate, we represent the Emperor here.
Sorry, sir. It won't happen again.
Now that that's settled, may we proceed?
I have something to say first.
Here we go.
The only reason I agreed to attend this council was to deal with the dragon menace. There's nothing else to talk about, unless the Empire is finally ready to renounce its unjust claim to rule over the free people of Skyrim.
I knew he wouldn't be able to resist.
We're here to arrange a temporary truce to allow the Dragonborn here to deal with the dragons, nothing more. I consider even talking to the...
Are you done? Did you just come here to make speeches, or can we get down to business?
Yes, let's get this over with.
Are we ready to proceed? Jarl Ulfric, General Tullius, this council is unprecedented. We are gathered here at the Dragonborn's request. I ask that you all respect the spirit of High Hrothgar, and do your best to begin the process of achieving a lasting peace in Skyrim. Who would like to open the negotiations?
Yes, let's get down to it. We want control of Markarth. That's our price for agreeing to a truce.
So that's why you're here, Ulfric? You dare to insult the Greybeards by using this council to advance your own position?
Jarl Elisif.
General, this is outrageous. You can't be taking this demand seriously. I thought we were here to discuss a truce.
Elisif, I said I'd handle it. Ulfric, you can't seriously expect us to give up Markarth at the negotiating table. You hope to gain in council what you've been unable to take in battle, is that it?
I'm sure Jarl Ulfric does not expect something for nothing.
Yes, that'd be entirely out of character. What would the Empire
want in return?
Wait, General, you don't intend to just hand over Markarth to that traitor?
This is how the Empire repays us for our loyalty?
Enough. First, let's be clear. This council wasn't my idea. I think it's a waste of time. You are a traitor to the Empire and deserve a traitor's death. But I at least will negotiate in good faith. Since we're all here at your request, I'd like to hear what you think Markarth is worth. In exchange for Markarth, the source of most of Skyrim's silver. Hardly. Riften seems like a better choice to me. Well-fortified, easily resupplied from across Lake Honric, plus all the mead we can drink. I'm glad you agree. I was starting to wonder whose side you were on here.
The Dragonborn has spoken, Tullius. Markarth will be ours. Now we'll see if there's anything behind your talk of good faith.
You disappoint me, Dragonborn. I accepted your invitation on trust in your good name. But it seems you intend to favor Ulfric. I can see now that this is not a negotiation at all. I know you, Ulfric. If I hand over Markarth, you'll be ready with a new demand. You'll never defeat the Empire, and you know it. But you're willing to sacrifice thousands for your own selfish ambition. Soon enough, I'll have you back under the headsman's axe, and this time there won't be any dragon to save you.
As always, the Empire's fine words are worth nothing.
Stop! Are you so blind to our danger that you can't see past your petty disagreements? Here you sit arguing about nothing, while the fate of the land hangs in the balance.
Is he with you, Delphine? If so, I advise you to tell him to watch his tongue.
He is with me. And I advise you both to listen to what he has to say before you do anything rash.
Don't you understand the danger? Don't you understand what the return of the dragons means? Alduin has returned, the World Eater. Even now he devours the souls of your fallen comrades. He grows more powerful with every soldier slain in your pointless war. Can you not put aside your hatred for even one moment in the face of this mortal danger?
I don't know about the end of the world, but this dragon situation has gotten out of hand. If this truce will help the Dragonborn here put an end to that menace, we both gain. Remember that, Ulfric. Now, back to the matter at hand. You know as well as I do that we can't hand over Markarth on these terms.
Damn Imperial arrogance.
I'm listening.
We want compensation for the massacre at Karthwasten.
You slaughtered the very people you claim to be fighting for. True sons of Skyrim would never do such things.
Damned Imperial lies. My men would never stoop to such methods, even in retaliation for
This
your
is our
butchery
homeland,
at...
Tullius. All the blood spilled in this war is on your head.
So, Dragonborn, what do you say? Well said. For once you'll actually pay for your crimes. I suppose that's the fairest deal we're likely to get.
It seems we may have an agreement. Jarl Ulfric, General Tullius, these are the terms currently on the table. Markarth will be handed over to Ulfric's forces, Jarl Igmund will step down, and Thongvor Silverblood will become the Jarl of Markarth. The Stormcloaks will withdraw from the rift, allowing Imperial troops unhindered access. Jarl Leila Lawgiver will step down, and Maven Blackbriar will become the Jarl of Riften. The Stormcloaks will pay appropriate compensation for the massacre at Karthwasten. You both agree to this?
The Sons of Skyrim will live up to their agreements, as long as the Imperials hold to theirs. What about you, Elisif? Are these terms to your liking? Speak up! I'm sure General Tullius is waiting to do your bidding.
I have nothing to say to that murderer. General, you've proven yourself a good friend to Skyrim. I continue to trust that you will do your utmost to safeguard our interests.
Thank you, Jarl Elisif. I appreciate your loyalty. The Empire can live with these terms, yes, for a temporary truce, until the dragon menace is dealt with. After that, Ulfric, there will be a reckoning. Count on it.
Come on, Galmar. We have a lot of work to do.
Giving up Markarth is a heavy price for this truce, Dragonborn. I hope it was worth it.
Jarl Balgruuf.
I'm afraid there's a
serious
one.
Dragonborn.
I've discovered who the Greybeard's leader really is. He's a dragon. Not just any dragon, but the right hand of Alduin, responsible for many atrocities during the ancient Dragon War. The Blades have been hunting him for centuries, but he was protected by the Greybeards, and then the Emperors. Justice demands that he die for his crimes. Until he is dead, I anticipate, and I'm cross-referencing this, by calling the dragon, he's not I think it's very likely.
Yes, I'm ready to do my part.
Snow hunter.
Just say the word. and my men will help you spring this trap.
But the difficulty remains how to lure a dragon to Dragon's Reach at all.
Well, that's an excellent question. You haven't overlooked that.
I can be held here.
Another wanderer, here to lick my father's boots. Good job.
We're made to go. As I promised, my men, now that it's upon us, according Yar, they say Numenex was the dragon. As I promised, my men know what to do. Make sure you do your part. I'm putting my city in your hands. We're ready, Dragonborn. Just say the word. We're ready when you are. Steady now. Keep under cover until it's down. Hold your fire until he's close.
Defeat, Dovahkiin. Zu'ulbonar. You went to a great deal of trouble to put me in this humiliating position. In Sir Alduin, No doubt you want to know where to find Alduin. Renikvaza, an apt phrase. Alduin Boval. One reason I came to your call was to test your Thuum for myself. Many of us have begun to question Alduin's lordship. Among ourselves, of course. Muni Mae. None were yet ready to openly defy him. Once Lord Croesus, innumerable pardons, I digress. He has traveled to Sovngarde to regain his strength, devouring the Silesure, the souls of the mortal dead, a privilege he jealously guards. His door to Sovngarde is at Skuldafn, one of his ancient fanes high in the eastern mountains. Mindoran pa ok midove navarantil. I surely do not need to warn you that all his remaining strength is marshaled there. Zuulost ofan hinlan. Now that I have answered your question, you will allow me to go free? Serve you? No. Need id. If and when you defeat Alduin, I will reconsider. Croesus. There is one detail about Skuldafn. Only this. You have the Thuum of a Dova, but without the wings of one, you will never set foot in Skuldafn. Of course, I could fly you there, but not while imprisoned like this. Aran, you wound me, Dovahkiin. Go and see for yourself. Zu ni bo norhet. I will be here, unless Alduin returns before you do. You have reconsidered. You will release me, Rolan. Onikan, and you free me, and I will carry you to Skuldafn.
Sir, you have no idea how long I have waited for a captive dragon. Just think. Spells and incantations for those with the talent to cast them. I would be most appreciative if you would permit me to perform some, tests on you, purely in the interests of the advancement of knowledge.
Be gone, mage. Do not test my promise to the Dovahkiin.
I assure you, you will not even notice me. Most of them are hardly painful at all to a large dragon such as yourself.
Arengar, very bad idea.
A few scales, or a small amount of blood.
May, what are you doing back there?
Something I can't believe. You sure about that? You want to let that dragon loose? Your funeral. Someone else is gonna have to help you get him back in there again. Get ready to open the trap.
Was nu? Dini dein Rufe Astral. Are you ready to see the world as only a Dova can? Are you ready to see the world as only a Dova can? Are you ready to see the world as only a Dova can? Saran Uth, I await your command as promised. Are you ready to see the world as only a Dova can? Zuk Brit Oth, I warn you one. Amativ, Mu Bokotin Stinselok. This is as far as I can take you. Grifboth Akrin. I will look for your return. Or Alduin's. Skoldofen fen Kostina.
Yo! Bakor! Yo!
Turn back, traveler. Terror waits within this mist. Many have braved the shadow veil, but vain is all courage against the peril that guards the way. Alduin, can you lead the way?
Yo!
Bring word to Shore's Hall of our hard fate. There is no escape. Courage is useless.
Yo!
Turn back before he finds you.
Yo!
Turn back before he finds you.
Yo!
What bring? I am the well, where welcome well earned. Await a fate, but sure restrained our wrathful. By what right do you? Living or dead, by decree of shore, none may pass this perilous bridge till I judge them worthy by the warrior's test. Fools! Sure, you fought well. I find you wrong. It is long since one of the living has entered here. The shore's favor follows.
Welcome, Dragonborn. Our door has stood empty since Alduin first set his soul snare here. By Shore's command, we sheathed our blades, and ventured not the Vale's dark mist. But three await your word to loose their fury upon the Gormlaith, the fearless, glad-hearted in battle. Hecon, the valiant, heavy-handed warrior. Feldir, the old, far-seeing and grim. The three await your word to loose their fury upon the perilous foe.
At long last, Alduin's doom is now ours to seal. Just speak the word, and with high hearts, you'll hasten forth to smite the worm wherever he lurks.
Hold, comrades. Let us counsel take before battle is blindly joined. Alduin's mist is more than a snare. Its shadowy gloom is his shield and cloak. But with 4 voices joined, our valor combined, we can blast the mist and bring him to battle.
Feldir speaks wisdom. The World Eater, coward, fears you, Dragonborn. We must drive away his mist, shouting together, and then unsheath our blades in desperate battle with our black-winged foe.
To battle, my friends! The field will echo with the clamor of war, our wills undaunted.
lives of shore upon you this day. Defeat Alduin.
We cannot fight the foe in this mist.
Clear skies! Combine our shouts!
Yo! Look!
Does his strength have no end? Is our struggle in vain?
Stand fast! His strength is failing. Once more and his might will be broken. Endless. Wait. No escape this time, foul worm.
This was a mighty deed. The doom of Alduin encompassed at last, and cleansed his Sovngarde of his evil snare. They will sing of this battle in Shore's Hall forever, but your fate lies elsewhere. When you have completed your count of days, I may welcome you again with glad friendship and bid you join the blessed feasting.
Oh, hail the Dragonborn! Hail her with great praise!
When you are ready to rejoin the living, just bid me so, and I will send you back. Return now to Nirn, with this rich boon from Shore, my lord. A shout to bring a hero from Sovngarde in your hour of need.
Not for Kanaran.
Before all others, and has always been. Happy? No, I am not happy. Zehmahi lost Ondur Bormahu. Alduin was once the crown of our father Akatosh's creation. You did what was necessary. Alduin had flown far from the path of right action in his Pachlok, in the arrogance of his power. But I cannot celebrate his fall. Zut, indeed, you saw more clearly than I. Perhaps now you have some insight in... Perhaps... But you have one... Say... Goran, I feel younger than I have in many an age. Many of the Dovahe are... Scat.
There's a nip in the air. Cold won't be good for my crops. Never is.
They say if a vampire so much as scratches you, you'll turn into one. That better not be true.
I've got a hungry daughter to feed, so selling my produce is really the only thing I care about.
You there. The Dawn Guard is looking for anyone willing to fight against the growing vampire menace. What do you say? Ha! Isran's going to like you. Go talk to him at Fort Dawn Guard, southeast of Riften.
I hope you're
He'll
looking at
decide
me
if
like
you're
that
Dawn
because
Guard
you want
material.
to buy something.
You tried mercenary work? It might suit you.
It was you convinced the Jarl to trap that dragon in the keep. And by Izmir, it actually worked.
I alone have been anointed by the Ninth to spread his holy word. You have come. You have come to hear the word of Talos.
Word is spreading like mage fire. The great evil has been vanquished. You have truly saved us all.
Welcome, child. When the wounded is more of... I wish only an end to the fighting, so that I... Indeed, the god... After all, it is she who brings... This is the disciple... Of course,
bless you,
not as
Hela.
many pilgrims to the east. Our... Even its name is an echo. I think... But even if you could get to the Elder Gleam, you couldn't tap it. Not with any normal metal.
So sick. Can hardly stand it.
All hail the Dragonborn.
In the ancient tongue, you are Dovahkiin, Dragonborn.
Honored to see you again, my Thane.
Come to dragon spells and incantations for those with the talent to cast them. You know, if you've got the aptitude, you should join the Mages College in Winterhold.
Honor to you, my Thane.
What is it?
Do you have anything even remotely fresh?
I can assure you it's all.
Disrespect the law and you disrespect.
Well, we've got small weapons as well as big. Looking to protect yourself or deal some damage? Adrian. Place is named at. Anyway, our wares are the finest weapons and armor. Good doing business with you.
Got some... I don't claim to be the best blood. Looking to protect yourself or deal some damage? Don't forget to check. Have you met my father? Looking to protect yourself or deal some damage? All right, then. I helped my father. The finest weapons and armor. Mm-hmm. You think all the count... blades, helmets, pretty much anything to suit your needs. I'll take my leave.
take my advice.